Stephen A. Smith here giving you, but we had a Halloween weekend, very busy Halloween weekend. We'll go ahead and play the recap and then we'll get started if it allows me.
Here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the New York Jets. And this is Garrett Wilson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is Brian Thomas Jr. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 42 yards for the touchdown. The Browns run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's A.J. Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week.
Wow,
right
very, very
on
snowy.
EA Sports.
Let's see. I'm so behind. We won't have any interviews until week 15 because I'm late. This is the week 13 recap. And like I said, we had a very, very busy weekend, Halloween break. Incentive check, everything looks good. We're around the time of the year where, as I always say, around this time of the year, I'm really not worrying about making guys ineligible. Just more focus on playoffs and rewarding everybody that gets rewarded. We probably won't make the playoffs, but I just do it to give back, so it's all good. All right, we're going to go ahead and knock out this video. We'll start with the game of the week for week 13. That was, let's see, game of the week. Week 13 was Ravens and the Steelers. All right, that was our week 13 matchup. Like I said before, you guys are going to get this video and get a chance to enjoy it, but we won't have another one until week 15, so we can get back on track. Because the week advanced literally less than 12 hours. Let me get to the Ravens and the Steelers. A lot of scoring in this one, 57-56, literally one score game. I did interview Gooz after he won this one. So let's see what he had to say after the win. Or loss, which one? Yeah, he won.
Yeah, it was a really good game between with the Steelers there. He beat me, I think, 2 weeks ago. He beat me by 17, something like that. And this game I really needed. Otherwise, I would have probably finished 4th in the division. Probably would have missed the playoffs again this year. So I just needed it more than he did. It came down to a 2-point conversion to end the game with like 6 seconds left, and I ended up getting that. So that really was the only difference in the game, was me going for 2 instead of tying it up. I didn't want to tie it up because the way our offenses were both playing, we couldn't hardly stop each other. So I was just thinking, well, we're going to end it here one way or the other, and I ended up getting lucky enough to get in the 2 points and winning by 1. Yeah, his defense is pretty good. I had trouble figuring out what kind of coverage schemes he was running for the majority of the game, and I think I kind of figured it out late game and just enough time to score a touchdown there at the end and win it. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, so that was pretty much the Ravens speaking out after the win. As he stated, the biggest difference in this game literally was going for two at the end, as we can see everything quarter. So that's pretty good, man. It's all about getting wins around this time of the year. Moving on, we had the Falcons and the Commanders. Falcons won 42-36. Very close game. Turnover battle was 2-0. Just way too many turnovers. Michael Penix, 316, 4 TDs. Bijan Robinson had 115. Receivers, a lot of yardage, some catches as well. Definitely some very good numbers on the outside. 2 interceptions came from the Falcons defense, and they was able to win this one 42-36. Buccaneers beat the Vikings 37-6. Turnover battle was 0-1. They lost the time of possession. Caden Salter, 2 TDs, 331. Continues to show week after week that he is the guy moving forward. You guys know Baker Mayfield was benched, and I'm expecting him to be traded a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, but I'm expecting him to be traded sometime this offseason. The defense played great. They held the Vikings to 6 points. They also, they lost the third down conversions, but their defense was able to hold the Vikings offense to 6 points. J.J. McCarthy threw 1 interception, and they also held Aaron Jones Sr. under 100 yards. So that's some good stuff there. Moving on, New York Giants defeated the Titans 48-7. Very surprising score, but the Giants definitely been rolling, and I'm sure they're going to win the NFC East. Turnover battle was 1-2. Jackson Dart, 4 TDs passing. Darius Taylor had 83 yards. Tyrone Tracy Jr. had 111. Theo Johnson had 93. Defensively, we had 1 interception in this. Well, no, we had 3 interceptions in this game. 2 came from the Giants defense, cornerback, and then 1 came from Jalen Thompson. And the Giants was able to win this one 48-7. Moving on, we had the Saints and the Panthers. Saints won 45-24. Turnover battle was 2-2. Time of possession was 21-18. So the Saints was able to gain an edge right there. Jalen Hurts, 2 TDs passing, 1 interception. He completed 80% of his passes. Bryce Young, 290, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. Just some very costly turnovers. Neither side really ran the ball as well, but I do see the rookies definitely showcase their talents in this one. Dane Key, and then running back Jamal Haynes or Jamal Haynes. I'm not sure which one it is, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Justin Reed, I'm gonna look that up though, so I can learn that. Justin Reed, 1 interception, and then Davidson had 1 interception. The rookie from Ohio State. Big win right there for the Saints as they won that one 45-24. Next up we saw it in the recap that they showed. The Browns won this one 27-21. We do supposed to play the Bengals. I'm not sure where he at, but we can't afford Sims. So hopefully it's going to be a fair win my way if he don't respond. But 1-0 as far as turnover battles, not that big of a deal. 2 TDs passing. Trevor Lawrence, who was traded from the Jags this year. Joe Burrow, 206, completed 73% of his passes. Quinshon Judkins definitely looked great. 103, 103, and then Chase Brown, he had 98, so he was very close to getting that 100-yard mark with 2 rushing TDs. Wide receivers, not something that's so great. One interception came from Grant, and that's pretty good right there. The Browns was able to go up in that one and win 27-21. Next up we had was the Jaguars and the Texans. Jags won this one 66-42. Most people know by now when you play us, you're going to have to be able to score points. Turnover battle was 0-1. Shador Sanders 422, 7 TDs passing, 83%. He only threw the ball 24 times, so he threw it less than CJ Stroud, and he only threw it in the 20s. So I just want to make sure that's seen because we have some guys in here, man. I'm not gonna go that direction, but anyway, 4 TDs passing, 1 interception. Shador Sanders just was hot, man. I know how to play with him. Travis Etienne had 117 right there. So we had, not only did we dominate in the air, we also dominated on the ground. We rushed the ball over 20 times in this game. So Joe Mixon really didn't do too much in this one. Definitely one of the biggest difference, I would say. Nico Collins was Nico Collins, 152 TDs. A lot of our passes was very short. Well, no, it wasn't. I see 25.8, 21.3. So not necessarily. We had a lot of guys with TDs in this one. Eugene Wilson definitely have been coming along for our offense. Rookie from Florida. He's a beast. Definitely love this kid. He's definitely been coming along. But it really came down to interceptions on our defense. Zaire Barnes, he had 1 interception in this one. And so we was able to capitalize off the interception, control the game. And when I'm clicking like this, that's when you see a lot of points, like 66. And you see high scoring. Broncos and the Rams. Wow, 1-point game. Rams won 23-22. Turnover battle was 1-2. Way too many turnovers right there from the Rams. Rookie quarterback got some play in this one. He completed 66% of his passes, 2 for 3. Not really much. Then we had another rookie, Braylon Braxton, receiving Kyron Williams, and then rookie from Ole Miss wide receiver definitely did his thing as well. Interceptions, we had only 2 in this matchup. Both teams traded interceptions, and it literally came down to just 1 point. In this one, the Rams was able to go up 23-22. Next up we have was the 49ers and the Seahawks. 49ers won 20-17. 1-3 in as far as the turnover battle, just way too many turnovers from Sam Darnold, 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, nobody really ran the ball as well. Drake London, 8 receptions, 111, 1 TD. George Kittle, 106, 1 TD. Defensively, we had some interceptions in this one, 3 total. 2 came from the 49ers, 1 came from the Seahawks. That definitely helped the 49ers edge their way 20-17 against the Seahawks. Colts, this was a snowy game. Colts won 66-21. Wow, they scored 66 just like we did. 6 turnovers just tells us everything as far as this matchup. 5 from the rookie quarterback. New user for the Eagles. So I expect him to slowly get this team under control. 362 TDs is not bad. It's just the turnovers. Jonathan Taylor, 124, 2 TDs on the ground. Johnny Wilson, 7 receptions, 133. A lot of stats for these guys on the outside. Just way too many interceptions. 2 coming from Kenny Moore, the third. 1 came from a will linebacker. 1 came from a strong safety, and then 1 came from the Mike. So all those interceptions definitely added up for the Colts. Lastly, this is CPU, great. Jets won that one 49-28. Okay, moving on Taking a look at the playoff picture, if it was to start today, we see it will be the Colts, Ravens, Jets, Steelers, Browns, Patriots. Then you have the Chargers with that bye. Then over on the NFC side, you would have the Giants, Bucks, Saints, Cowboys, 49ers, Seahawks, and the Bears would have a bye as the number one seed. That is awesome. Top performers right now, Shedeur Sanders in a world of his own, coming up on 5,000 passing yards. Never would have thought I would have got up there like that. But definitely something that I love to see. Herbert, Richardson Sr., Jacobs, Claiborne, Taylor. Jacobs have climbed over Claiborne. That's pretty interesting right there. Eric Singleton Jr., Travis Hunter, and Brown. Singleton Jr. has climbed over Travis Hunter. Interesting right there as well. Sack leaders, you got the Colts, Latu, Williams, and I'm not even about to try to say that, but I do see the Colts have two guys that's in the top 3 sacks leaders. Interceptions, you got Queen. I don't know how to say that for the Saints, and then Simmons. And lastly, Wilson, Elliott, and Miller, with two guys having over 100 tackles. Pretty good right there. Taking a look at the standings, as we see 3 teams have already clinched. AFC North coming down to these two, well, still tight, but it's really coming down to these 3 teams. Taking a look at the division records, Steelers is in favor, but Browns 1 game up, so they control their destiny around this time of the year. AFC South, we started at the bottom due to 2 games suspension, and then we climbed back up to the 2nd spot. And as I said before, we're probably not going to win a division this year, but we come to play every single game, every single week, regardless of the score, regardless of if we in or not. It don't matter. Coach definitely won the division. Congratulations to him. AFC East, we have the Jets, Patriots. These 2 teams are going to come down to, with the Jets having a 6-0 division record, so they just need to keep winning, and this division will be theirs. AFC West, Chargers pretty much ran over this division all year. No shocker right there. Same as for the NFC North. Bears pretty much just ran through with this division. NFC South, Saints been playing good. Buccaneers been climbing up a little bit, but I think it's getting a little too late. I just think it's in the hands of the Saints. If they keep winning, they will be okay. Giants, Cowboys, gonna pretty much be the Giants. Giants own this division. They on the 8-game winning streak, which is huge, and they are 4-1 in their division. This is a team that they're going to be NFC East champions. NFC West, we got the 49ers and the Seahawks. This is pretty close, but I will go ahead and give it to the 49ers, as they pretty much has owned the NFC West, being undefeated in this division, and that's what matters when it comes to that. That's pretty much it, man. Just giving you guys a real quick weekly recap. Nothing really to talk about. As I said before, we had put y'all through a full practice. But yeah, we had a Halloween weekend. We had a lot of football this weekend. And I literally wasn't going to make this video, but I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock it out. And we will be back for week 15. We're going to take a break for week 14. And then week 15, we'll be back. See you guys.